The feeling of being stuck in uncertainty is like being lost in a maze with no exit sign. You've been walking for what feels like hours, but every door you open leads to more questions. The air is thick with the weight of unanswered prayers, and the only sound is the echo of your own voice, screaming for answers that never come. You're not alone in this feeling, and it's not just a crisis of faith. It's a signal that your internal operating system is outdated. The rules you've been following, the maps you've been using, they were designed for a world that no longer exists. And the silence that greets you is a stark reminder that it's time to update your code. We've been taught to rely on faith as a crutch, a way to navigate the unknown. But what if faith is not just about having all the answers, but about taking action despite uncertainty? The story of Abraham, who was called to leave his home and family without knowing where he was going, is a powerful example of this. He didn't have a roadmap, but he had a willingness to take the first step, and then the next, and then the next. And it's this willingness to take action, to move forward into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. The traditional notion of faith has been hijacked by modern rationalism, reducing it to a mere superstition. We've been taught to prioritize certainty over curiosity, to seek answers rather than questions. But what if the questions are the answers? What if the unknown is not something to be feared, but something to be explored? The prophet Habakkuk's cry of, "Why do you make me see wrong and look at trouble?" is a powerful example of this. He's not asking for answers, he's asking for a new way of seeing, a new perspective on the world. The human heart's cry for help in times of suffering is often rooted in a narrow understanding of the world. We've been taught to seek comfort in the familiar, to cling to what we know and understand. But what if the familiar is not the answer? What if the unknown is not something to be feared, but something to be explored? The story of the prophet Jonah, who was called to preach to the people of Nineveh, is a powerful example of this. He didn't want to go, he didn't want to take the risk, but he did, and it's this willingness to take the risk, to step into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. The current exponential technological shifts are widening the gap between those who can adapt and those who are stuck in outdated faith paradigms. We're living in a world where the old rules no longer apply, where the maps we've been using are no longer relevant. And it's this sense of disorientation, this feeling of being lost in a world that's moving too fast. That's the signal that our internal operating system is outdated. We need to upgrade our code, to update our maps, to find new ways of navigating the unknown. The feeling of being stuck in uncertainty is not just a personal problem, it's a collective one. We're all in this together, and we all need to find new ways of navigating the unknown. We need to prioritize curiosity over certainty, to seek questions rather than answers. And it's this willingness to take the risk, to step into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. The story of the Tower of Babel, where humanity came together to build a tower that reached the heavens, is a powerful example of this. They didn't know what they were building, but they knew they had to try. The traditional notion of faith has been reduced to a mere superstition, a way of avoiding the unknown rather than embracing it. But what if faith is not just about having all the answers, but about taking action despite uncertainty? The story of the prophet Isaiah, who was called to preach to the people of Israel, is a powerful example of this. He didn't know what he was doing, but he knew he had to try. And it's this willingness to take the risk, to step into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. The human heart's cry for help in times of suffering is often rooted in a narrow understanding of the world. We've been taught to seek comfort in the familiar, to cling to what we know and understand. But what if the familiar is not the answer? What if the unknown is not something to be feared, but something to be explored? The story of the prophet Ezekiel, who was called to preach to the people of Israel, is a powerful example of this. He didn't want to go, he didn't want to take the risk, but he did. And it's this willingness to take the risk, to step into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. The current exponential technological shifts are widening the gap between those who can adapt and those who are stuck in outdated faith paradigms. We're living in a world where the old rules no longer apply, where the maps we've been using are no longer relevant, and it's this sense of disorientation, this feeling of being lost in a world that's moving too fast, that's the signal that our internal operating system is outdated. We need to upgrade our code, to update our maps, to find new ways of navigating the unknown. And it's this willingness to take the risk, to step into the unknown, that's the key to unlocking our true potential. This sense of disorientation is exactly why we're seeing a mass exodus from traditional institutions. People are no longer finding solace in the outdated faith paradigms that once brought them comfort. Remember, when we said the human heart's cry for help in times of suffering is often rooted in a narrow understanding of the world. This is precisely what's happening. The exponential technological shifts are forcing us to confront the limitations of our current understanding, and the discomfort is palpable. It's like being on a ship that's lost its anchor, drifting aimlessly in a sea of uncertainty. The old maps are no longer relevant, and the new ones are still being written. This is the chaos that's giving birth to a new era of sovereign individuals, those who are willing to challenge the status quo and forge their own paths. As we navigate this uncharted territory, it's becoming increasingly clear that the faith paradigm is not just outdated, but also crippling. It's like trying to navigate a maze with a broken compass. The rules we've been following are no longer applicable, and the consequences of not adapting are dire. This is why we're seeing a growing divide between those who are willing to embrace the unknown and those who are clinging to the old ways. The former are experiencing a sense of liberation, a sense of freedom that comes with letting go of the need for certainty. The latter, on the other hand, are struggling to keep up, like a ship trying to sail against a stormy sea. This is the moment of reckoning, where we must choose between the comfort of familiarity and the thrill of exploration. So, what does it mean to embrace curiosity over certainty? It means being willing to question everything, to challenge the assumptions that have been handed down to us. It means being open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new experiences. It's like being a child again, full of wonder and awe, but with the wisdom and maturity that comes with age. This is the sovereign alternative, the architecture that allows us to navigate the complexities of the modern world. It's not about having all the answers, but about being comfortable with not knowing and being willing to explore. This is the key to unlocking our true potential, to becoming the masters of our own destiny. This is not just a personal journey, but a collective one. We're living in a world where the old rules no longer apply and the new ones are still being written. This is a time of great upheaval, but also of great opportunity. It's like being part of a grand experiment where we're all co-creating the future together. The question is, what role do we want to play in this experiment? Do we want to be the ones who are shaping the future or the ones who are being shaped by it? This is the moment of choice, where we must decide whether to continue down the path of familiarity or to embark on a new journey of discovery. The implications of this choice are far-reaching. It's not just about our personal lives, but about the future of humanity as a whole. We're living in a world where technology is advancing at an exponential rate, and the consequences of not keeping up are dire. This is why it's so important to upgrade our internal operating system to become sovereign individuals who are capable of navigating the complexities of the modern world. It's like having a firmware update for our consciousness, one that allows us to see the world in a new light, to perceive the hidden patterns and connections that govern reality. This is the key to unlocking our true potential, to becoming the masters of our own destiny. So how do we make this transition? How do we upgrade our internal operating system and become sovereign individuals? It starts with a willingness to let go of the old, to release the need for certainty and control. It's like shedding a skin that's no longer serving us and emerging into a new world of possibility. This is the moment of transformation, where we must be willing to take the leap of faith, to trust that the universe will support us on our journey. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. The reward is a life of freedom, of creativity, and of purpose. This is the sovereign synthesis, the architecture that allows us to thrive in a world of uncertainty. This is the call to action, the moment where we must choose to embark on this journey of discovery. It's not just about personal growth, but about becoming part of a larger community, a community of sovereign individuals who are co-creating the future together. This is the moment of Protocol 77, where we must be willing to take the leap of faith, to trust that the universe will support us on our journey. So, what are you waiting for? The time is now, the moment is here. Let's embark on this journey together and create a future that's worthy of our highest aspirations. The sovereign synthesis is not just a destination, but a journey of discovery, of growth, and of transformation. To learn more about how to upgrade your internal operating system and become sovereign in a rapidly changing world, visit sovereignsynthesis.com.